Good morning. Our next topic is product at market price and product at factor cost. What is the difference between these two, market price and factor cost? Now we will understand net indirect tax with the help of this concept. We know that the value of GDP is calculated at market price. If you go through the definition of GDP, it says that it is the market value of all the goods and services produced within domestic territory of a country or economy. That means GDP is calculated at market price. But to produce that GDP, what we need are factor services, and the payment of factor services are called factor cost. That means there must be some difference between the product produced at factor cost and those products sold in the market at market price. So factor cost or GDP at factor cost will be the value of goods and services which is calculated by adding the factor cost. So what are the factor services? Land, labor, capital and entrepreneurship, and in return the firm will pay for these in the form of rent, wages, interest and profit. Now the rent, wages, interest and profit are the factor payments. That means whatever goods and services are produced, they are produced after payment of these factor payments, and the value of GDP which is calculated is GDP at factor cost. But when they are sold in the market, they become GDP at market price, because the calculation of GDP is done at market price, since it is the market value of goods and services. That means for the calculation of GDP, when any company gives the data to the government, it provides the data of the market price of same product. For example, if we take automobile industry, they provide to the government the data of automobile or the value of automobiles produced at market price, that is the MRP that they will charge, or the price at which they will sold the vehicle or sell the vehicle. They will not provide the data which is the cost price of producing that vehicle. So if they provide the cost price of the vehicle or the cost which is incurred to produce that vehicle, that will be the GDP FC or GDP at FC. But we require GDP at market price or GDP MP. So the government asks these firms or all the producers to provide the value of goods that they will be charging in the market, or the price that they will be charging in the market. Now take one example. Suppose a firm produces something, and for producing they pay these factor cost. So we will find that the firm is paying rent, wages, interest and profit, and these amounts are paid, and after producing they will get some output. What is the value of output? If you add all these values, you will get rupees 100. That means the factor cost is rupees 100. Now obviously they would not be selling that produce at rupees 100, because they have to pay taxes. Now what are taxes? Taxes have to be paid to the government on the goods and services produced. Now today taxes are in the form of GST. Although in your book, if there are some questions, you may find sales tax and excise duty, because in old books or old editions questions may have these figures. But today GST is the only indirect tax that is charged. What are indirect taxes? Indirect taxes are those taxes which we pay indirectly to the government whenever we purchase some goods. For example, if you are purchasing a car, you are also paying tax on that particular car or any product in the market. And direct taxes are those taxes which we pay on our income. That means salary or rent or whatever income that we earn, we add the total income, and if the income is taxable, we pay tax to the government, that is direct tax. But when we pay the tax unknowingly, that means we are simply purchasing the goods, but the shopkeeper has to pay or the company has to pay taxes on those goods also. That means they are charging the tax that is to be paid to the government from the customer. So customer unknowingly pays that tax, which is indirect tax. So this is today all the indirect taxes have been merged into single tax, which is called GST. So with effect from 1st of July 2017, GST is the only indirect tax. Now again come to this example. Rupees 100 is the cost price of producing that product. Now suppose the government charges 12% GST, that is indirect tax. Now the MRP of the product will be rupees 112. So in the market it will be sold at 112. So the company will provide for GDP MP or for calculation of GDP the value of the product at rupees 112, not 100, because government asks the value of GDP MP, not GDP FC. So output at FC or at factor cost rupees 100 plus indirect tax is equal to GDP at MP, which is market price 112. So indirect taxes increase the market price of the product. So GDP MP will be greater than GDP FC, but it will only happen when there will be some tax. If there are no taxes, then GDP FC and GDP MP will be equal. Now come to subsidies. Subsidies are just opposite of taxes. In this, government does not ask for any amount, but just opposite, they pay some amount to the producer. For example, we may say that the price of producing some product is rupees 100, and then government pays subsidies to the producer so that the producer can sell the product in the market at lower price. This happens in some essential goods. For example, in case of fertilizers, the fertilizer companies are getting subsidies from the government. In case of gas cylinders also, subsidies are provided by the government. Although today subsidies are provided directly to the consumer, but earlier the subsidies were directly provided to the companies producing these gas or cooking gas. So if you take an example just like fertilizer, cost of producing one bag of fertilizer is rupees 100. Government will provide that company rupees 40 per bag. Now the company will be able to sell those bags at rupees 60. So this will be the market price. So this will be taken as the value of good in the market. Now you can ask that the producer is also asking for some profit. So we must know that GDP FC already includes profit. So here you can see that all the factor prices or factor cost include profit. So profit is included in factor cost. So this cost of producing rupees 100 includes profit. Apart from profit, it is only the tax that has to be paid, which increases the price of the product. So this will provide you this figure, factor cost plus indirect taxes minus subsidy. Why minus subsidy? Because government is not charging taxes on all the product. On some product government is charging or providing subsidy also. So some companies are paying taxes, so plus taxes which is received by the government, and minus subsidy because government will be paying this amount to the companies or producers. So if the government is charging rupees 100 on all the products and government is providing rupees 40 as subsidy to different companies, the net amount that the government is getting is 100 minus 40, which is 60. This is called net indirect taxes. So government is always getting net indirect tax. That means indirect tax that it is charging minus subsidy that it is providing to the producers. This particular formula you should always remember while calculation of national income. Indirect taxes minus subsidy is equal to net indirect taxes. So taxes or subsidies, they are included to calculate factor cost and market price. Our next topic for discussion would be relationship among different national income aggregates. So we will discuss national income aggregates. Before discussing the national income aggregates, we should understand the relationship formulas of national income aggregates. What are the aggregates? GDP-MP, GDP-FC, NNP-MP, NNP-FC, these are the different national income aggregates. But to calculate them and to understand them, we should always remember the formulas which are used to calculate them. These three are the most important formulas related to national income aggregates, which will be required by you in solving each and every question. So always remember these formulas, otherwise you will not be able to solve any question. First is gross minus net. So all these things we have discussed. We had discussed the depreciation. How is depreciation calculated? Gross minus net. That means gross domestic product minus net domestic product will be equal to depreciation. If we come to this example, GDP, which is gross domestic product, and if we deduct depreciation from GDP, we will get net domestic product. So gross minus net is equal to depreciation. So like this we can evolve some more formula, like net domestic product plus depreciation is equal to gross domestic product. Since net is smaller and gross is bigger, so when you have been provided the value of net figure, you have to add depreciation to arrive at gross figure, and if you have been provided the gross figure, you have to deduct depreciation to arrive at net figure. So this is about gross and net. Next is national minus domestic. So if you come to the next abbreviation, so first we can discuss this abbreviation also of the different aggregates. They are normally having these three letters in the abbreviation. For example, GDP, the most common aggregate of national income, GDP. Normally GDP is gross domestic product at market price. Now first letter of this abbreviation can be gross, sometimes it can also be net. So at the first letter you can have GDP or even NDP. So if NDP is written, you will assume that the first letter, if there is N, it is net. The first letter, if it is G, it is gross. So like this, from this aggregate of GDP, Now the first one can be GDP or NDP, gross or net. The middle one can either be domestic or sometimes it can be national. That means N. So if it is GNP written, you will understand it is gross national product. So at the middle you will find either D or N. Then at last P will always be there, but sometimes you will find at MP, that means GDP MP will be written like this. It can also be GDP FC. If MP is written, you will assume that the value is at market price. If FC is written, you will assume that the value is at factor cost. So difference between market price and factor cost just now we had discussed. So this is about the abbreviations. All the aggregates will be having these three letters, and either they will have MP or FC. So you have to understand what does that abbreviation mean. Now come to the next formula, national minus domestic. NFIA we had discussed that national income minus domestic income is equal to NFIA, net factor income from abroad. So if you want to calculate national income, you have to add NFIA. So domestic income is smaller. If you add NFIA, you will get national income. Sometimes it may happen that the value of NFIA is in minus, as we had discussed that NFIA can be positive as well as negative. If the value of NFIA is minus, then domestic income minus NFIA will be equal to national income. If the national income value is already given and you want to arrive at NFIA, then national income minus domestic income, you will get net factor income from abroad. And if national income is given and NFIA is given, you can calculate domestic income by deducting NFIA from national income. So if the value of NFIA is a negative figure, it will be national income minus, and under brackets it will be minus NFIA, minus minus it will be plus. So national income plus NFIA will be domestic income if NFIA is a minus figure or negative figure. So this is about the second formula. The third one which you always have to remember is market price minus factor cost is equal to net indirect taxes. So in all the questions you will find this and always have to remember. Now take an example. Just now we discussed GDP at market price minus GDP at factor cost. Here we are deducting only market price and factor cost. All the other things are the same. So gross, both the sides domestic, both the sides in the middle, and only difference is product at market price and product at factor cost. The difference is net indirect taxes. Net indirect taxes is equal to indirect taxes minus subsidies. If GDP MP is given and you want to arrive at GDP FC, you have to deduct net indirect taxes from GDP MP. You will get this. And if you have GDP FC given, if you want to arrive at GDP MP, you have to add NIT, because you remember market price is greater and factor cost is smaller. Normally factor cost is smaller and market price is a wider concept. It may happen that the figure of NIT is sometimes negative, sometimes positive. That means if the value of subsidies are more, the value of NIT will be negative. So if you take an example, if indirect taxes equals to 100, subsidy equals to 40, NIT will be equals to 100 minus 40, that is 60. But if you take the second example, if indirect taxes collected by the government are 60 and subsidies are 80, then you will find that the value of NIT is 60 minus 80, which is equal to minus 20. So the value of NIT can be sometimes negative also. So if the value of net indirect tax is negative, then plus minus minus 20, so this will be the value. So you have to always remember these three formulas, that gross minus net is equal to depreciation, that means GDP minus NDP, national is a greater or bigger wider figure, minus domestic is NFIA, market price minus factor cost, where market price is greater, factor cost is a narrow concept, the difference is net indirect taxes. So this was about the relationship formulas. You understand this properly, also go through your books, then you will be able to understand the national income aggregates. In the next class we will discuss national income aggregates. Thank you.